Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Miles Sanders. He had a great week to build off of last time out. Reached
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Finding space at the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is, might have a few more for 2023. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to the ground, Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers for Sanders last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
7 yards there and a first down. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They'll go again with Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion, take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This offense returns to the field, and former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy, but let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And fights him off. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally...
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. To throw is Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
18 Rattler.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he stays up. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Sanders is into the end zone for the Eagle touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to get him down well short of first as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check back, check back. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Dragon 60. Hurt. 19 right. Hustle.
Back to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The play fake, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Finding space at the 40. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Replay is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
Play fake. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To the air again, it's Cousins. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to a Minnesota first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Let's go now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Now a second down and 6. Cousins now. That will complete down the field to Smith. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Sam Sloman is on. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take... Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3, 65, Buffalo 18.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. It's a second down run with Sanders. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Cousins, and that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Brown with his stick skills.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having the ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll run with Sanders. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
In my bet, that That's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And will the lead stay in bounds? Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Read the light.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change your field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. the gun. Here's Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a carry for Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
120 yards on the...
He's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On first down, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run with Scott, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. On the carry, this is Scott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Scott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They're under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Eagles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger.